Good morning, dear students. Now we can go through the composition of atmosphere. Composition of atmosphere. Hope you are all you studied the previous portions in this chapter, and also if you had got any doubts regarding these the first two modules, you can call me, and my mobile number, it is 9562262488. This is my mobile number, or you can WhatsApp me 9497859517. Okay, this is my WhatsApp number. Okay, if any doubts are there, you can call me. Okay, so next is regarding the composition of atmosphere. So we have seen some of the characteristic features of atmosphere, isn't it? Atmosphere, it acts as a protective blanket for us. It will be preventing the harmful UV rays from reaching the earth, isn't it? That means it will be acting as a protective blanket for all the living beings present here, isn't it? And also it prevents the harmful UV rays from reaching our earth surface. Okay, prevents this UV rays. Okay, then the next is and also this atmosphere, it extends up to 500 kilometer from the earth surface. The overall extension of this atmosphere, it is about 500 kilometer, and also it is capable of supporting life on earth. Supports life on earth. So these are some of the important points regarding this atmosphere. And also this atmosphere, it consists of so many gases, that is nitrogen, then oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. So, and also so many trace gases are also there in atmosphere. Okay, so these are some of the characteristic features. It acts as a protective blanket. It prevents UV rays from reaching our earth surface. Then it extends up to about 500 kilometer. Then it supports life. Then the major gases present here are nitrogen, oxygen, and also a very small percentage of carbon dioxide along with some trace gases. Okay, and also in our last session we had seen the percentage composition of the different gases, isn't it? And again there is a table given in your textbook. You can go through that table and no need of by hearting all the values. You just go through one or two important gases. Okay. So nitrogen, it is about 78.09%. Then oxygen, it is present in about 20.94%. Okay. Then water vapor, it is present about 0.125%. 0.125%. Then carbon dioxide, CO2, carbon dioxide, it is about 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 2%. That is 0.032%. Okay. Then carbon monoxide, it is about 0.1 ppm, parts per million. Okay, 0.1 ppm. That means 0.1 into 10 raised to 4 ppm. Then the next is ozone. Ozone, normally the symbol, it is O3. Okay, in chemistry we are writing it as O3, ozone. So ozone, it is about 0.02 parts per million. ppm means it is parts per million. Parts per million. Okay. So these are some of the trace gases present in our atmosphere. So next you have to go through the structure of atmosphere. That means the atmosphere, it is again classified into 4 on the basis of the variation in the temperature as well as the regions. Okay, so it is based on this classification, it is based on the temperature variation in different layer. Okay, classified on the basis of the temperature variation in each of the layers. Okay, that is the classification. And also normally this temperature range, it is for each layer there will be having a certain specific temperature ranges. And also it is the atmosphere, it is again classified into 4 categories, and the 4 categories are: the first one, or the lowest layer of the atmosphere, that comes the troposphere. That is the troposphere, the lowest layer. Then the second one, that is the stratosphere. So the lowest layer is troposphere. Then the second one, it is the stratosphere. Then comes the mesosphere. Mesosphere. And the last one, that is the thermosphere. So tropo, strato, meso and thermosphere. Okay, so this is very important. The structure of atmosphere or the composition of atmosphere, it is very important. Usually it will be asked for a 4-mark question in the section C part, or it will be combined with some other question in the section D or in the essay part. Okay, so this is very important. So the 4 layers of atmosphere or the 4 regions of atmosphere based on the temperature variation. It is the first one, that is the troposphere, then comes strato, then meso, then thermo. So this troposphere, it is the lowest layer. Okay, troposphere, it is the lowest layer. And also there is a graph showing these 4 regions of atmosphere, and you have to go through the graph also. The graph is also very important while it is asked for a 4-mark question. Okay, then see the graph, it will be like this. It is just, you just remember the letter M, and in the graph it will be in the form of M. Okay, M shape. And again in the x-axis we have to note down the temperature. Temperature here, temperature, it is measured in degrees Celsius. Then here in the y-axis, this is the y-axis, and in the y-axis we are taking the altitude. Altitude, that is, altitude means the height in kilometer. Okay, altitude, that is the height in kilometer. So in the x-axis we are noting down the temperature, and in the y-axis we are putting the altitude or the height in kilometers. Okay, and also the graph, it will be like this. It will be in the form of an M shape. Okay, we just draw an M shape. So here it will be touching here. Okay, this will be like this. This is a straight line. Okay, so this is the skeletal framework of this graph, and also you have to mark the 4 regions. That is the first one, that is the troposphere. So here comes the troposphere. Then here comes the end of the stratosphere. Then comes this area. Up to this comes the mesosphere. Then this part, I'm extending up to this, and this part comes the thermosphere. Okay, so these are the 4 regions. The first one, troposphere. So up to this comes the troposphere, up to this dotted line. Okay, then the next layer, that is the stratosphere. Then comes the mesosphere up to this. Then comes the thermosphere. Okay, and also the temperature range of this different layers. That is, for troposphere, the temperature, it will be ranging from 15 degree to minus 56 degree Celsius. Okay, for troposphere, the temperature ranges, it is 15 to minus 56 degrees Celsius. Then for the stratosphere, the temperature ranges from minus 56 to minus 2. Okay, minus 56 to minus 2 degree Celsius for stratosphere. Then comes the mesosphere, and also the mesosphere, the temperature ranges from minus 2 to minus 92 degree Celsius. Minus 2 to minus 92 degree Celsius. Then the thermosphere, as the word itself, it is related with temperature. That means a very high temperature will be there at this region. Okay, and also the temperature, it is ranging from minus 92 to 1200 degree Celsius. Minus 92 to 1200 degree Celsius. This is 2. Okay, TO. Otherwise you got confused with the negative sign. Okay, so these are the different temperature ranges from troposphere to thermosphere. Okay, then you can go through in detail each of these layers, and the first one or the lowest layer, that is the troposphere. So the first point you have to write there, it is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere. lowest layer of the atmosphere, and also the altitude range or the range of this troposphere or the kilometers in which this troposphere existing is, it is from 0 to 11 kilometers. In your textbook it is written as 0 to 18. You have to correct it. It is the actual range, it is from 0 to 11 kilometer. Okay. So here the lowest layer, it is the lowest layer, and also its altitude ranges from 0 to 11 kilometer. And also see here from starting, see here the temperature and the distance height is 0. So starting from this distance, as we are moving to the upper portion of this troposphere, what happens is that there will be a decrease in temperature. Okay, so starting from the Earth's surface, there will be a decrease in temperature while we are moving towards the upward layer of this troposphere. Okay, so what happens is that there will be a decrease in temperature. See the variation of temperature, it is from minus 15. The starting temperature is 15 to minus 56 degrees Celsius. That means negative 56 means it's a very cold temperature, isn't it? 15 degree, it is an average, somewhat having some heat is there, isn't it? But minus 56 means it is very, it is cold, isn't it? For ice, the temperature it is 0 degrees. So you can expect what about the temperature of minus 56. Okay. So starting from this, what happens while we are moving to upwards, what happens? The temperature decreases. And also here the rate of decrease in temperature, it is about 6.4 degrees Celsius per kilometer. Okay, so while going to a distance of 1 kilometer or after covering 1 kilometer, what happens? There will be a temperature decrease of 6.4 degree Celsius. So the rate of decrease in temperature per kilometer will be equal to 6.4 degrees Celsius in this troposphere region. Okay, so this decrease in temperature or this fall in temperature, it is called as the normal environmental lapse rate. Okay, this decrease in temperature, it is called as the normal environmental lapse rate. So this is a very important point, and sometimes it will be asked for section B part. Okay, for a 2-mark question it will be asked. Sorry, for a 2-mark question it will be asked. Okay, so normal environmental lapse rate means in the troposphere there will be a decrease in temperature at the rate of 6.4 degrees Celsius per kilometer. It is called as the normal environmental lapse rate. Okay, and also see here this troposphere, it is the cold layer of the troposphere. The temperature it is varying from 15 to minus 56. And also see while reaching at this portion, see this is a transition stage between the troposphere as well as the stratosphere, isn't it? That means here comes troposphere, then comes stratosphere. So this portion, it will be a transition phase between the troposphere as well as the stratosphere, and so we can call it as this layer or this portion or this region, we can call it as the tropopause. This very minute layer, or this is the coldest part of this troposphere, and that portion it is called as, or that region it is called as the tropopause. Okay, or it is tropopause, we can say that it is the transition between tropopause. It is the transition layer between this troposphere and stratosphere. Okay, transition layer between troposphere and stratosphere, that is called as the tropopause. Okay, so these are some of the characteristics, and so here see we can see that the temperature it will be falling to minus 56 degrees Celsius while reaching this this portion or this layer. Okay, so what happens is that the temperature it is very low. So what happens, the water vapor coming from this layer, what happens, it will be condensed, isn't it? As a result of this low temperature, the water droplets will be condensed and it will be falling back. Okay, so what happens is that the hydrogen or oxygen will not be going to the next layer, the stratosphere. Okay, so this tropopause, it will be retaining the water droplets at the troposphere itself without escaping it to the stratosphere. Okay, so at this portion, this is the coldest part of troposphere, that is the tropopause. So at this portion, the water droplets coming from the Earth's surface, it will be condensed. That means the temperature is very low. That means it will be condensed, and again it will be going back to the Earth's surface. So that this tropopause, it protects in escaping this hydrogen as well as oxygen to the next layer, that is the stratosphere. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So that point also you have to note, that is this tropopause, it is a low temperature region. Tropopause is a low temperature region, and as a result it will be condensing the water droplets. Condenses the water droplets, condenses the water droplets to ice particles. And thereby it prevents water from reaching to the next regions, that is the stratosphere. So this is one important point to be noted in the case of the tropopause. And also the major chemical species present in the troposphere, that they are nitrogen, then oxygen, then water molecules or water droplets are there, then carbon dioxide are there. So these are some of the principal chemical species. Okay, these are the principal chemical species present in the troposphere. Okay, sometimes it will be asked in A part question, the principal chemical species present in this troposphere. They are nitrogen, oxygen, water molecules as well as carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is regarding the troposphere. Hope you are clear with this troposphere. You just go through it. If you have got any doubt, please call me. And also you have to correct in your textbook this this kilometers, the altitude, it is 0 to 11 kilometer, not 0 to 18 kilometer. Okay, that you have to correct it in your textbook also. So the next region, that is the which one? That is the stratosphere, isn't it? So after troposphere then comes stratosphere, and also the temperature range, it is from -56 to -2 degrees Celsius. Okay, here also this, see the transition stage or the layer of separation between the troposphere and the stratosphere, it is called as the tropopause. That is the starting point of the stratosphere or the starting region of the stratosphere, that is from the tropopause. Okay, here also as the height increases, there will be a temperature decrease also. Okay, so here then the next one, second one, that is the stratosphere. Stratosphere. So here the distance, the altitude, it is from 11 to 50 kilometer. Here also you have to correct in your textbook, it is given as 18 to 50. It is from 11 to 50. At 11 the troposphere ends, and after that stratosphere starts. And also the temperature range here, it is from -56 degree Celsius to -2 degree Celsius. Okay, that is the temperature range here. Then here this stratosphere, it includes the ozone layer. Okay, you have heard of ozone, that is O3. It prevents the UV rays from reaching our Earth's atmosphere, Earth's surface. So this the major component or the major principal species, chemical species present in the stratosphere, that is the ozone layer. And also again, just like the case of tropopause, here also one stratopause is there. That means the layer of separation between the stratosphere and the next coming mesosphere, that layer of separation, that means here the stratosphere ends, and that layer we can call it as the stratopause. Okay, that layer, it is called as the stratopause. That means the transition stage between, or the transition layer between the stratosphere as well as the mesosphere, that is called as the stratopause. Okay, that point also you have to note down. See, while I am taking classes, you have to write the lecture notes, and you have to submit it in your Google Classroom also. Okay, while I am asking, you have to submit it in your Google Classroom. So then the next point, it is the stratopause. What do you mean by a stratopause? It is the transition layer between stratosphere, between the stratosphere and mesosphere. Stratosphere and mesosphere. And also here the temperature decreases with increasing altitude, just like the case of troposphere. Okay, temperature decreases with increase in altitude. With increase in altitude. And also the major chemical species present here, that is the ozone. Then along with that, nitrogen, some traces of nitrogen, oxygen and water droplets are also there. So this is regarding the stratosphere. Okay. So stratosphere, it is just to the top of the troposphere. Just the it is the layer, or it is the layer above, just above the troposphere, and it extends from 11 to 50 kilometer. The temperature ranging from -56 to -2. The major chemical component there is in ozone layer. Then comes the stratopass. It is the transition layer between strato as well as meso. Then the temperature here also decreases with increase in altitude. Then the major chemical species, it is ozone, along with the traces of nitrogen, oxygen as well as water droplets are there. Okay. Then the next layer, that is the third layer, that is the mesosphere. You have to read your textbook thoroughly. So here this mesosphere, see, stratosphere, it extends from 11 to 50, isn't it? So here this mesosphere, it extends from 50 to 85 kilometer. Okay, mesosphere extends from 50 to 85 kilometer. And also the temperature range, it is from -2 degrees Celsius to -92 degrees Celsius. So here also a cold temperature is maintained. That is, it is from, the temperature is negative, -2 to -92 degrees Celsius. And also, see here, this mesosphere, it is the coldest layer of atmosphere. Okay, mesosphere, it is the coldest layer of atmosphere. So sometimes it may be asked, the coldest layer of the atmosphere, which one is the coldest layer? That is the mesosphere. Then sometimes it may be asked, the major chemical component present in stratosphere. What is it? It is ozone. Then the lowest layer of atmosphere. What is the answer? Lowest layer, it is the troposphere. Okay, so here this mesosphere, it is the coldest layer of atmosphere. And also here also a transition stage between this mesosphere and the next layer, that is the thermosphere. Okay, see here, mesosphere, after that thermosphere comes. So this is the transition layer between the mesosphere as well as the thermosphere. Then what can you name this transition layer? It is the mesopause. The transition layer, it is the mesopause. That is the just transition between meso as well as thermosphere. See, while reaching the thermosphere, the temperature is very much increased to about 1200 degrees Celsius. So here this mesosphere, it is the coldest part. And the transition layer, it is called as the mesopause. Here also the temperature stabilizes in the mesosphere, and while moving to this thermosphere, what happens? The temperature increases. That means while going at a particular point, what happens? The temperature here at mesosphere stabilizes. That means it becomes a constant. Then what happens? While going to the thermosphere, or while going upwards, the temperature gradually increases. And also this transition phase layer, it is called as the mesopause. Okay. So here also we can say that in general the temperature decreases with increase in altitude. Temperature decreases with increase in altitude. Okay. Till a particular area or till a particular layer, the temperature decreases with increase in altitude, and then it will be stabilizing, and after that it will be increasing while moving to the thermosphere. Okay, here also this temperature, it is decreasing due to the lack of radiations here, or some absorbing species or some chemical species should be present in the layer in order to absorb all these radiations, isn't it? Otherwise, the temperature will be decreasing. Here also, the chemical species, so much chemical species are not present. And even then, some trace of ionic species are there at this atmosphere, that is NO plus, nitronium ion, then O2 plus. In the ionized form, these species are there, O2 plus, then O2, N2, etc. are there in traces. Since these are present in traces, the temperature decreases. Okay, that means the level of radiations absorbed, it is decreased due to the lack of this absorbing species. Okay, so the main chemical species present here are NO plus, then O2 plus. Plus charge means they are in the ionic state. Okay, they are in the ionic form. Plus charge as well as minus charge means they are ionized. Okay, so in the ionized form, these species are present in mesosphere. So this is the details about mesosphere. Okay, hope you are clear with this. And then the fourth one, that is the thermosphere. Thermosphere. See here, just go through the graph. Thermosphere. So the transition layer between meso and thermo, it is the mesopause. That is the starting layer, it is the mesopause, isn't it? So the temperature, it is ranging from -92 to 1200 degrees Celsius, and also the height, it is the height extends from 80 to 500 kilometer. That is the thermosphere. Okay. So here very high temperatures are there, and as a result, the species will be there in the form of atomic species, or it will be ionization. Ionization will be going on here, and as a result, the species will be in the in the ionized forms. Okay, since very high temperatures are there, they will be ionized. That is, NO will be ionized to NO plus. That means it will be losing one electron to form NO plus. Okay. So the next layer, we can go through the details of this thermosphere. So it is the layer above the mesosphere, or the topmost layer, isn't it? Layer above mesosphere, or the topmost layer. Topmost layer, that is the first point. Then its altitude or its height ranges from 80 to 500 kilometer. It extends, and also the temperature ranges from -92 to 1200 degree Celsius. -92 to 1200 degree Celsius. Then the principal chemical species present here are nitrogen, oxygen, then O2 plus are there, then oxygen in the form of free radical it is present, then O plus is there. Okay, then NO plus is there. So here all these are in the ionized forms. See, this is having a plus charge. That means one electron is lost from oxygen molecule. Here also, this O single bond O2 molecule, when it is when it undergoes homolysis, that means the bond breaking, it will be taking place in a symmetric pattern. So for a bond to be formed, 2 electrons are necessary. So while breaking of this bond takes place, what happens? The bond will be broken, and as a result, this oxygen will be getting 1 electron, and the second oxygen will be getting 1 electron. So that we will be having 2 O dot. That means 2 oxygen free radical. So that is this species O dot, that is oxygen free radical. Then it will be having this thermosphere will be having O plus, then NO plus. See here, the temperature, it is very high, that is up to 1200 degrees Celsius are there. That is why these molecules are usually in the ionized form at this layer of atmosphere. And also here a very high temperature it is there in the case of this thermosphere. Okay. So this much it is about the composition of atmosphere. So you have to go through all these 4 layers of atmosphere. Sometimes it will be split up and asked in section B, or for 2-mark question, or otherwise it will be asked in 4-mark question. Then you have to draw a table regarding this different layers of atmosphere. Okay. So the first column regarding the region, then the temperature range in degrees Celsius, degrees Celsius. Then the altitude, then the principal chemical species. So by studying this table as well as the graph I had drawn earlier, you will be thorough with these four layers, different layers of atmosphere. Okay, so the lowest layer, that is the troposphere, isn't it? First you have to write it in the order. That is the first one, it is the troposphere, and the temperature range, it is from 15 to minus 56 degree Celsius. The altitude range or the height range, it is in kilometers. So the altitude range, it is from 0 to 11 kilometers. Then the significant chemical species present here are nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water. Okay. Then comes this stratosphere, isn't it? Stratosphere. So here the temperature ranges from minus 56 degrees Celsius to minus 2 degree Celsius. The altitude, it is from 11 to 50 kilometers. The chemical species major one present is, that is O3, ozone, isn't it? Then comes meso. The temperature range is minus 2 to minus 92 degrees Celsius. The altitude, it is from 50 to 85 kilometer. The species present are O2 plus, NO plus, etc. Then the last one, thermosphere. The last one, that is the thermosphere. Here along with O2 plus, NO plus, then nitrogen, oxygen, etc. are there. Then thermosphere, temperature, it is from minus 92 to 1200 degree Celsius. Then the altitude, it is from 85 to 500 kilometer. Then the chemical species are O2 plus, then O plus, then NO plus. Okay, so this is the brief outsketch of the different layers of atmosphere: tropo, strato, meso, thermo. You have to study all these four in this order, and the temperature range you can study like this. It will be in a continuous form. Okay, so you will be it will be easy for you to study. Okay, also the altitude, then comes the chemical species, and you have, if asked for a 4-mark question or for an essay part, you have to draw this table as well as this graph also. This graph is also very important. Okay, so I think this chapter is over. The first chapter is over. Only a very small chapter regarding your environmental chemistry or open course. Then the second module, that is the water pollution, that we can go through in our next session. Okay, and also one more thing you have to do is you have to write the questions on the back of this chapter, this module. There are so many questions in your textbook after the chapter. So you have to you have to write the answers for the questions, and you have to submit as a assignment in your Google Classroom. Okay, and also Thursday sometimes I will be taking your class. On Thursday the time, it is from 11:30 to 12:30, and the hour, it is of Parvati, and since she is on leave, sometimes I will be taking that hour also, hopefully on alternate Thursdays. Okay, so please be ready during Thursday for an interactive session that we can discuss all these, and you have to study at that time. I will be asking questions also, so please be ready for that. Okay, thank you for now.